Hey Mama, today is November 6th, 2024. And if you're anything like me, you woke up with a heavy heart. You might be feeling devastation, sadness, numbness. Not really surprised, but finding this moment to be unfortunate. And you might be thinking about the future of your children, what this means for them to step into a time where there is the possibility of violence or stripping of their rights, particularly if they're girls or if they're part of the LGBT community or a person of color or any other marginalized person. It's hard. Today is a hard day. I want to first acknowledge that all of our feelings are okay. No matter what you're feeling, if you are in that place of deep sadness and tears are coming and you're grieving and you're crying and then you're okay and then you're crying again, if those waves are coming, that's normal. That's grief. We have to grieve what we hoped would have been, what we may have been settled into knowing was going to happen, that we might get the first female president, that we might actually this time be able to step into someone who is going to fight for the middle class, make our lives better, make our lives a little bit easier, giving us more childcare support, making that bill, that monthly daycare bill, a little less. We have to grieve that's not where we might end up, at least not right now. So feel your feelings. Give yourself time to slow down and be with those feelings and know that it's okay. And then breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And I would really invite you, Mama, as you are in this moment, to start to connect into your own soul, into your own knowing, into that place that is inside of you that holds the magic or the awareness of who you truly are. That you do not have to become somebody different because of what happened. You are the same compassionate, kind, loving, caring, good parent, and you will continue to be that for your children. You can step into a place where you keep leading from love, you keep leading from compassion, you keep leading from gentleness and kindness, and then holding strong boundaries and finding the strength within compassion and love and kindness and gentleness and tenderness and vulnerability, knowing that when you share who you are and what you are feeling, that makes us stronger. We are not alone. You are not alone in this. You are not the only mom who is struggling, who doesn't know what to do or where to go, who's having flashbacks to when this happened before, who might be holding fear. Acknowledge the part of you that has that fear. That fear can be there. And then when you acknowledge it and ask it to stand right next to you, you don't have to live from the place of fear, from the place of anxiety, from such deep worry about what might happen. You can keep calling yourself back to this moment, back to your inner self, into your inner truth. Knowing that community is important, connecting with those around you who are also grieving, and what I can feel is I can feel that there's this spirit upon us, this, or at least around me, that yes, in this grieving there is such loss and such devastation and such heartache. But I know that as I feel those feelings, as I cry and allow that to flow, that there is also something in there. There is gold underneath all of that that will call us out. It already is calling me out. I have had this deep desire to connect, to create community, to be with other moms in community, to be with other LGBT people in community, to be with women within my community, to be together. That, and knowing that when we come together and when we fully actually become vulnerable and share where we really are and what visions we can see, that we can take one step at a time in that compassion, in that love, that we hug our children a little tighter today, that we are more present with them, that we notice how they're feeling. My kids are really young, and that has actually been a little bit of a breath of fresh air for me, that I can sit there and see these two beautiful young children. They're 3 and 1. They don't really understand what's happening, and they woke up just as they always do, with their smiling faces. They both suck their thumb, so they're sucking their thumbs. They're smiling, they're crying, they're whining, they're getting dressed. I'm getting one of them dressed. We did our normal morning routine. And they may not really understand what's happening, but they probably are feeling it from me too. But I got to notice them and be brought back to this moment, back to that moment where there's these two beautiful little children. And I get to be their mom. And that's all that mattered in that moment, is that I get to love them. And they, I know beyond a shadow of doubt, love me. That we get to rest in that love, and that love can direct us for where we're going to go, for what our next step is going to be. So I did feel called to say something. I didn't know exactly what words would come. I don't know if these are the right words. I don't know that there are right words. All I know is that I have felt devastated. I have felt a heavy heart. I have felt grief, and I have cried, and I have allowed that. And I also can feel this shimmer of something else that is right there. This essence of love, of compassion, of having the ability to choose how I'm going to respond, that I don't have to just react to what has happened, that I can take a moment, that I can pause, and that I can come back to my values, to who I am at my soul level, and then continuously respond from there. Responding to my children, responding to my friends, responding to people that I meet out in the community that I don't know. And that when I respond from that place of compassion, that place of love, that place of gentleness, that is different. That is different than reacting from fear or anxiety or anger. You can absolutely feel all of those things. And if they, when they bring out what you need to respond with, that's great. If you feel that anger, and that anger is leading you to justice, to kindness, to making our world better, allow it. So I'm not saying that you should not be feeling anger or fear or anxiety. What I'm saying is make the conscious choice of how you want to move forward. That right there will be the most beneficial thing you can do for your children. Being present with them, and then being present with yourself, and responding, not reacting. Take the time you need. You don't have to know the next step forward. You don't have to see all the things that you need to do in the next 4 years. All you need to know is what you're going to do today. How are you going to love your kids today? How are you going to take care of yourself today? And we keep going one day at a time. Please feel free to share with me how you're feeling, what's going on inside of you, what's happening with your children. I want to know, and I will do my absolute best to respond to any comments as I can. For those of you that don't know, I'm Heidi Lindemann. I am a licensed therapist. I use internal family systems. I have a passion for helping moms live from their values, from their authenticity, and parenting from that place. So, mama, know that you are not alone. Know that you have gone through really challenging times before, that you have, I was going to say birthed a baby, but maybe not all of you have birthed a baby, but you've gone through things with your children, no matter how they came to you. That was hard. You've gone through hard things, and you are still here. And you can keep learning and keep moving and keep growing and keep settling deeper, deeper, and deeper into yourself and living from that deep place. So mama, know that you are loved, and know that it's absolutely 100% necessary and okay for you to take time and to take care of yourself. Love you, and I am here to support you.